Nico Harrison is ready to strike. On this channel a few months ago, we broke down a little rumor floating around that Giannis Antetokounmpo was fed up with the Milwaukee Bucks a few years ago. He wanted out and he wanted to come to Dallas and play with Luka. But that rumor was just that. A rumor, nothing really to back it up. There were no actual names being thrown around, but it isn't out the realm of reality. And with a quote that came out just the other day from Giannis himself, highlights what could possibly happen with him and the Bucks if they don't win anytime soon. So in this video, we're going to take a look at what was it that Giannis said, how can Nico Harrison pull off a crazy move like that, and whether or not that would bode well for the Dallas Mavericks. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, we're currently sitting at 13,661 subscribers, getting so close to that goal of 15K subs. But if you want to be up to date on everything Mavericks related, the live streams, the watch longs, the giveaways, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on a single thing that we do. But like I said in the intro, the Dallas Mavericks in a way has been linked to Giannis Antetokounmpo in the past. There was a whole debacle on draft night, whether we get Giannis or we stop, don't draft him, go after Dwight Howard, which didn't even work out. To even Giannis maybe getting frustrated in Milwaukee, wanting to leave Wisconsin, go to Texas, go to Dallas, play with Luka Doncic. There's a whole lot of things going around, but is it in the realm of possibility for the Dallas Mavericks to get someone like Giannis? And without having to go into the money, the contracts, the players that need to be traded, the short answer is yes. There is a possibility that Giannis Antetokounmpo could find his way onto the Dallas Mavericks roster. And for starters, his loyalty to the Milwaukee Bucks would be rewarded. He helped bring them another championship. He was their premier player for the majority of his time there, and he always gave 110%. Although there were always those weird random moments of him alluding to wanting to be traded, just like this quote here, it really hasn't spread too much negativity amongst the Milwaukee organization. But how could that translate to him coming to Dallas? Well, with that loyalty, the Milwaukee Bucks could honor a trade saying, hey, where you want to go? Dallas? Okay, we'll call up Nico Harrison. We'll allow ourselves to get fleeced as they give us absolutely nothing for you. We'll say thank you, give you a tribute video, and you'll be on your way to the Dallas Mavericks. That does happen for a lot of teams where your loyalty will be paid for with wherever you want to go in your later years. And with the Dallas Mavericks, in the next 3 to 4 years, when Giannis will be a free agent, that would probably be the better time to go after him. In the next 3 to 4 years, Kyrie Irving and Klay Thompson both could be retired and out the league, which opens up a lot of cap space for another superstar like someone like Giannis. We also do have pretty good assets, as the Dallas Mavericks are a very deep team. We could easily trade for Giannis if that were to happen, but that would most likely have to involve one of our bigger pieces just due to salary reasons. But what was it that Giannis said the other day that really could spark this rumor up again? Well, let's take a look right here. Well, if you look at the old rumors have been swirling on Twitter/X about a possible Giannis Antetokounmpo signing in Dallas if the Milwaukee Bucks were to struggle to get another championship this year. But they're just rumors for a reason, as there are several obstacles in the way to prevent such a signing from happening. For one thing, Antetokounmpo isn't an unrestricted free agent until 2027. It would require the star to request a trade in order for him to leave Milwaukee, where he won a championship in 2021. The franchise also added Damian Lillard last offseason, giving Antetokounmpo an elite running mate. So yeah, so could that happen in the immediate future? No. In the distant future, the next 3 years, it totally could happen. And even though they did just get Dame Lillard, who is also in the later years of his career, he's over the age of 30, hasn't really seen a lot of success. They've lost in the first round the last 2 seasons. If that does continue, a trade could come about. But what was it that Giannis said recently? Well, just the other day, Giannis Antetokounmpo thinks he might be traded if the Bucks don't win the championship. Giannis said, yeah, if we don't win a championship, I might get traded. This is the job we live. This is the world we're living in. It's everybody at any given moment. If you don't succeed, that might be it for us. If you don't do a good enough job, you're out. Now, what is he saying? I mean, it's true. Yes, if you don't bring the results that the organization demands of you, if you're not able to go in a deep playoff run, bring championships, at least be able to compete, yeah, you could definitely be traded. We just saw Karl Anthony Towns get traded from the Timberwolves to the Knicks. He didn't even request a trade. Great players get traded all the time. But Giannis isn't just some ordinary player. He's not a role player. He's not somebody who's fighting for a contract. He is their cornerstone player, their premier player on the Milwaukee Bucks. So Giannis really isn't worried about getting traded. A lot of people think he was just kind of passive aggressive, not even passive aggressively, but more so gaslighting the Bucks and saying, hey, if we don't win, I might get traded, meaning I might actually request a trade. It could definitely happen. I mean, stars, they request trades all the time, especially in the later parts of their careers. As we saw with Klay Thompson, he was drafted by the Golden State Warriors. He won 4 championships. He'll be the first one to tell you that Klay Thompson won 4 championships with the Golden State Warriors, and even in his later years, he could have stayed with the Warriors, rolled the bench, and just sailed off into retirement. But instead, he bet on himself, went to the Dallas Mavericks, where he's going to be a premier piece on this team. And the same thing could be said about Giannis in the next 3 years when he's an unrestricted free agent. He'll be about 33 years old, the same age as Klay Thompson. Well, Klay's 34, but still in that same age range. Sure, come to Dallas, Luka will be about 29 or about 28 years old. It'll be a perfect pairing. We'll have players retired. We'll have space for them. It could definitely work out. But if we take a closer look at what was said from Giannis the other day, he continues by saying, on a serious note, this is a job. Antetokounmpo continued, it's the profession that we're in. At any given moment, if you don't succeed, that might be it for us. It's the same way with the previous coaching staff and the year before, the players before. If you don't do a good enough job, you're out. So yes, he just continues by saying that doesn't just go for the guys on the coaching staff, doesn't just go for the equipment manager, that goes for everybody. If you don't do your job, you could be out. But like I said, it's Giannis. You are the face of the Milwaukee Bucks, and you've been the face of the Milwaukee Bucks. You would probably be the last person that they would think about trading if you failed to at least make it to the finals for a 3rd year in a row. But, I mean, wilder things have happened. And why would he find his way into Dallas? Well, this little clip from yesterday's game against the Milwaukee Bucks, where neither Luka or Giannis played, is making its rounds on Twitter. And I'm going to let you guys be the judge. Y'all tell me what you guys see. As we see Giannis walking up to Luka, harmless, dabbing each other up, but it looked more like a very brotherly hug, like they've known each other, like they grew up together. Like Giannis may be from Greece, but he's got a little bit of Slovenia in him. Look, they're talking to each other, probably discussing, hey man, you trying to come to Dallas in the next few years? Well, I'll have a spot for you. I know you got a championship. I'll probably have a championship by then, but if I don't, let's win one in Dallas. I'm just saying, I don't think it's tampering. I think it's all good, all positive, nothing too crazy. But hey, who knows? People trying to make something out of nothing. But on a more serious note, it could definitely happen. Nico Harrison has proved himself to be a great GM, a competent GM, who's been able to make crazy things happen. We traded for Kyrie Irving. Really, we got him for a discount. And then we just signed Klay Thompson. We sign and trade for the most part. We did have to trade away Josh Green, but we got Klay Thompson in this offseason as well, which will also pay dividends. Who's to say in the next 2 to 3 years that Nico Harrison doesn't make another big push and get another great player like Giannis Antetokounmpo? But you guys let me know in the comment section down below. Am I just wishing on a star right now that maybe we'll get Giannis? Do you think it's not really feasible? Or do you think Nico Harrison is that good that he could easily go out and get any star player he wanted, including Giannis Antetokounmpo? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. We can have a conversation about it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for making this far into the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing our giveaway. It will be tomorrow, 12 noon Central Standard Time. There should be a post up about it. Make sure you're there. Win some free stuff. But until then, y'all take care. Drink water. Peace.